Alright, so now let's go back to catching stuff in the areas that we already been to before we head to the new areas, which would be Sakyu Valley up here in the west and Kiri Forest in the east. Let's go Shimo Mountain first. We have this area in the top where we can swim up the waterfall now. And I think there should be 3 encounters here, which should be Roaring Moon, Chien Pao, and I think Braviary. So let's first turn on the Dark Charm for the first 2. There we have Roaring Moon. There we have Chien Pao, and also another Roaring Moon on the other side. Also fine. Alright. There's one more thing in sunny weather. Oh, Charcadet. Yeah, let's actually not bother with Charcadet here. We will get it in a minute. Okay, so now we can also go to Miraidon and go to this area that was up the waterfall. Right over here. We do have a couple of spawns here that we need actually. I think that was all for here. Alright, so one more thing we can do now is catch Koraidon and Miraidon. They have a very special method of spawning, actually. Miraidon has a couple of fixed spawn locations on Miraidon, which you can see on this map over here. You can either go ahead and do laps and check all the spawn points one by one, or what you can also do is you can pick one of the spawn points, like for example the one that is in the step area over here. And you see whenever you transition between map tiles, the weather effect is briefly disappearing and reappearing. You can see that particularly well when it's foggy weather actually. And one of the spawn locations is right up here. And here at these steps there's a map transition. So yeah, you should be able to spawn it quite quickly if you go back and forth over here. Yeah, so the method that I will try is I will roam between the spawn point right over here and the spawn point at the beach over here. There we go. Well, roaming back and forth actually took me like 3 minutes, so that was pretty quickly. Save. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I highly recommend saving right here. In case you do fail the encounter, it is possible that it despawns and you have to search for it again. So, yeah. Alright, let's bring up the light screen here. And then we go up to Nidoking. Two more mines will not do it actually. Yes. That is actually not too bad. Should try to leech seed it now. Nice. Bad. Oh wow. Wow. Oh no! Oh no, now he's actually gonna hit me again, right? Oh, he's not. Oh my god. Wow, I was so lucky with the AI. Oh, he's actually not dead. Oh shit. Yeah, no. I don't understand why he core minded 5 times. Every time. Oh my god, I actually did it. Yeah, that was like super lucky. Alright, so Koraidon resides in Kyujitsu Island, and he can be found in the central part basically. He has like 15 spawn points, I think. I will show the map here also. Yeah, you can also either go in a circle basically and check multiple points, or you could reset one of the spawn points. There are a couple of locations where you can basically hard reset between map tiles, either at the gate here or at the gate at Route 1, or also in Noyanagi Plains where you have Akira's hut, which is I think where I'm gonna try it. So the spawn location would be right over here in this corner. And we can just go in and out of the house and check. Yeah, you might have to mute the music here. Oh my god. There we go. That took like 2 minutes. We are actually gonna try this. So I think I'm gonna need Orbital again, and I also gave my Sneasler Terra type Ghost, hoping that I can maybe catch a collision course and then hit back. So let's see how this goes. Okay, let's put up Reflect here. Yeah, let's try immediately doing that. Substituted. Shit. His damage is fucking insane. Oh wow. Wow. AI messed up again. Alright, so now it's time to go to the next zone. I think we will start with Kiri Forest actually. Oh yeah, and I did swap out 2 mons in my team actually. I put in Crobat for Dragalge, and I put in Toxapex for Revavroom. Yeah, I wasn't really convinced with any of them, to be honest. Dragalge is kind of okay, I guess, but not overwhelming. And Revavroom, I don't know. Like, My whole team is weak against ground. With him, I rely on the air balloon being up. Yeah, I don't know. With Crobat, I actually have a Tailwind setter, and Toxapex knows Haze, which can be very helpful. So yeah, I felt like that's the right call for now. We make our way to the east, and here, oh actually let's grab this mushroom as well. And then we make our way up the waterfall. There's another mushroom, and then we can exit towards the east, and we find ourselves in Kiri Forest. I would say first of all we go to the Minka in the south. Yeah, let's... Oh. Psychic, huh? The overcrit on it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, how to unlock mints. In this part of Kiri Forest in the southwest, you find this guy. Oh, hello visitor, my name is Mr. Mint. I grow all kinds of special mints that can change the natures of your Pokemon. However, unfortunately, I ran out of the special mulch I need to grow them. To produce more mulch, I need 4 special herbs. Could you bring me a fiery herb, a sandy herb, a snowy herb, and a foggy herb? Alright, we do have 2 of these already. Which is the fiery and the snowy one. The foggy one is right outside over here. Yeah, one more thing we have to gather here. We have to check these barrels. We have Stardust in one of them and we have the incense mints in the other. This we will need for another quest in just a moment, which is actually essential for our main quest over here. So yeah, now let's go all the way around. There's another train over here. Wow, he's tanking. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. The first time I do that guy, actually. Mirror code. Damn, girl. Alright. Now let's cross the lake over here. Let's go all the way to the north. And this little farm, we have to go into the abandoned well over here. And you will find a key up here. Yeah, up here is the altar that we have to go back to once we are done with the quest here. Yeah, when we approach the statue, we actually lower this fence to unlock a shortcut. Okay, now let's quickly go to the cemetery, because we do need to catch another Litwick. There we have a Litwick. Yeah, let's fight him. Okay, right here we have this lady. Greetings, Sankit. I would love to offer you some of my incense. However, I ran out of mint. I should have brought the whole barrel. Please, could you go back to my Minka in the south and pick them up for me? And say hello to my husband, Mr. Mint. So she's actually Mrs. Mint. And we already picked up her incense, so we can just give it, or her incense mints, so we can just give them to her. Perfect, those are exactly the mints I need. Thank you so much. As a personal gift for your efforts, please take this as a free sample. Rose incense. Rose incense is typically used to honor the dead in Kiri Forest. Why don't you go ahead and pay the graveyard a visit? Right. So with the Minka key we picked up, we can go just below Mrs. Mint. We go across this grass over here. Pick up the stuff right here. There's a chest key in this barrel. You unlock the door with the Minka key. And in this abandoned hut we can actually rest. And we can pick up the forgotten letter here. Alright, so now we basically have everything we need to get the two items we actually need, which is the Intrepid plate and the Daunting plate. I think is the name of the second one. I'm not fully sure actually. Yeah, so first we cross the river just before we approach Shimo Mountain again. And go through these tiles of grass. And right here, an old statue, there's a message written on it which is barely readable. Yeah, this is really barely readable. However, there was another statue on the lake that we just crossed a few minutes ago, which says something like, put a candle on a grave. Yeah. So that's the hint you need basically to know that you need a Litwick. You can also use Griseous. Yeah, and then you read the message again with Litwick in your party and this gate opens up. And down here we have a Glimora blocking the first place. Fairy type, huh? Oh. I think he forced me to switch actually. Yeah, we could capture it, but we do have Glimora already, so... Yeah, this one is basically... Yeah, no, it's late, I think, yeah. This one would have the right EVs already and be level 70, so we could use it for the team, but... Anyways. Dauntless Plate is the name, okay. So that's number one. Now we can hop down here. It's a bit hard to see, but it's like a half tile cliff only and not the full tile. Then we can go down here where we find this little grave over here. For that one, we do need the letter that we picked up. An old barrow of flowers and little puppets are placed to remember the fallen. Do you want to place the forgotten letter here? Yeah, this will trigger this little event. One of the puppets appears to be brought to life. That's a Mega Banette blocking our progress here. Let's go Tailwind. Whoa, critical hit, huh? Anyways. Yeah, that was decently easy. A mysterious plate dropped from the stack of bricks. Intrepid plate. There's something else on the ground. Banatite. Okay. And there's one more thing hidden behind this tree over here, which is the Griseous Orb that's needed to unlock Giratina later on. So now we can... Shiny Farfetch'd, huh? Okay, guess not. Yeah, right here we have this little guy. Oh, hello there. Apologies, I was meditating at the shrine. What leads you to the sacred place? You are a descendant on your path of ascension, you say. Interesting. My name is Ikudo, and I'm one of the Elder Four. I just happen to come around this place from time to time to find some rest. So, you hope to find a hint on how to successfully make your path to Setsu Castle, right? This forest is said to be the place where the Elder's armor pieces are hidden. Well, all I can tell you is this. With every lord that falls, their armor piece will be buried with them. The armor piece does not necessarily describe an armor itself. It can also refer to a sword or a shield. It is said that one of the lords was buried with both an ancient sword and shield. His golden grave is located in the center of the graveyard, located a bit to the right in front of a brick stack. But if you truly dare to desecrate the cemetery, you will be haunted by a horrible ghost. Also, the true sword or shield, respectively, is not a mere piece of metal. Bringing it to the altar up in the northeast will unveil its true form. I guess I told you way too much already. I will head back to Keisetsu Castle now. Farewell, young kid. And we can rest here again. And crossing this bridge, we will reach the graveyard. And yeah, there's a couple of golden graves, as you can see. But if you walk right here, you will realize there's like a little event happening. And I recommend dropping a save here. And we can use the rose incense that we received from the other quest to summon this Spiritomb. And this Spiritomb is actually the only Spiritomb we can catch in the whole game. So yeah, that's why we dropped the save, to make sure that we capture it actually. Yeah, we don't need Tailwind here. That's just Brave Bird. Wow. That was not much damage. Why is he so goddamn tanky? Ah, it's a Dynamax still. Ah, I forgot about that. Let's go Nidoking. Okay. Wow, he is super tanky. Okay, we got a special super weapon actually, which I am about to use. Haze. Wow, that pain split was crazy. Defense fell, okay. Okay. Why is he so goddamn tanky? Thank you. Alright. One very valid strat that you can actually do here is just switch all the time and you will make it curse your whole team over and over again until it just faints. So now we can actually enter the grave. And here we have to place the 2 plates. Yeah, now this opens up and now we can hop over to the left to grab the sword, or we go to the right and grab the shield. It doesn't matter which one we take right here. I'm going for the shield. Doesn't actually matter. Alright. Now with that we can go back up here. Go through the shortcut that we unlocked and we find ourselves right in front of the altar already. And we find Zamazenta right here. And powered by the ancient shield. Okay. Hesitating to attack, how do you react? We throw a stone that will actually paralyze it. And then we... Do we need to tailwind? Let's just tailwind right now. Nice. And then we U-turn out of here. Yeah, whenever we hit it, its shield's actually getting damaged. Oh, I didn't... I hope I'm not screwed, actually. Substitute. We hide. This will raise our evasiveness. We could actually haste, but I'm not gonna do that. Always feels kind of cheap. We are just gonna hit it over and over. Yeah, it missed. So we finally got the substitute down. Let's switch. And let's see how much Brave Bird does now. That's decent. That might kill me. Yeah, but it's okay. And that's it. This one's actually fairly easy. You successfully captured Zamazenta, the ancient shield. Head back to Takeru and report your accomplishment. You recognize an egg hidden behind the altar. This is actually Char Cadet. And grab the egg over here. Alright, that's all we can do over here. And I think let's go to Yuki Village real quick. Alright, so back in Yuki Village, we can now talk to Takeru. Oh, you actually are in the possession of the Elder Sama piece. Astounding. I will head back to Yuki Temple. Meet me there and you may be granted permission to fight me. Okay. Yeah, let's do his challenge as well, but we are not gonna battle him just yet because we still have some encounters to catch. Yeah, his challenge is actually very fun. Welcome to the Yuki Double Battle Dojo, kid. I am looking forward to battle you. However, you have to beat my little challenge first, the Room Escape Challenge. You play 3 games where you move your wooden playing figure across the board. Along the board, you need to solve direction puzzles to unlock paths and ultimately open up the goal. The game is won once your figure reaches the goal, but beware of timer and or move limits, as well as ghosts that will chase you once they spot you. Ghosts can be banished by charging up your figure at a charging spot. Talk to each of my 3 apprentices to start the challenges. I'd recommend you start on the left and go counterclockwise. Yeah, also make sure to lower the speed actually, yeah. Yeah, let's save real quick, because also here we have to win the challenge, because we will get another Dynamax Crystal, which will give us early access to another Raid Then exclusive mon. This is the Beginner's Room Escape Challenge. Would you like to give it a try? Yes. Alright. Yeah, so here what we have to do is we have to make our way through here. Yeah, this is actually hard to explain while I'm doing it, so let me just take a moment. You see there's the goal in the top with the minus, and we have to make our way through. Basically what we have to do here is we have to unlock both yellow exclamation marks to unveil a way towards the goal, and we have to unlock the red lock on the bottom left to actually unlock the goal. Read only. Left, up, down. Okay, I actually have to speed up a little bit. Left, up, down. Oh, barely. Yeah, this was almost too fast to explain, actually. Yeah, at the bottom you saw there was the charging spot, and when you go towards the ghost, there's this, yeah, it is, so as soon as it has eye contact with you, it is charging towards you, and if you are charged, you can just walk through it and kill it like that. This is the Advanced Room Escape Challenge. Would you like to give it a try? Yeah, so on this one we don't have light, and we have limited steps. Yeah, there's actually 2 ways to do this. Okay. Luckily those 2 misclicks did not count as steps, because I had like 3 steps left. Okay, and off to the expert challenge. Uh-oh. I actually screwed up, I think, but maybe I can salvage it. Yeah, I won't have enough time now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go up, go down, unlock this. Oops. Oh my god, that was so damn close twice, actually. Good job, you succeeded in the expert challenge. Well done, Okuno. Now for your final test, come back to me so I can finally test you in battle. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I promised you a special reward if you are able to beat all 3 challenges. Here you go. Great. Okay, so now we are done on this side. So let's go over to Sakyo Valley now.